Hello, this is the video which explains the BTEC Extended Diploma in Applied Science. The next coming slides will talk to you all about the course, the information of the course structure, the entry requirements, the subjects you'll be studying on the course, how you get assessed, and what happens once you complete the course. If you have any questions after the video, please contact the various people to ask those questions, and hopefully they'll get back to you soon to help you and answer those queries. So the course itself is called the BTEC Level 3 Extended Diploma in Applied Science. It's a 2-year course and it is the equivalent of 3 A-levels. So it covers a wide range of topics from biology, chemistry and physics, and the purpose of the course is to give students that theoretical understanding of those 3 topics, as well as the applying those science subjects within the lab setting as well. So it's not just about the theory, but also applying those skills which will give them that platform to go straight into employment or straight to university. Okay, so the entry requirements we look for is 5 GCSEs at grade 4 or above, including maths, English and science. We will look into alternative qualifications as well, so you might have a level 2 in applied science, for instance, as long as that subject is relevant to science. And the course structure itself, you'll be in college 3 days a week, so you start at 9 o'clock and finish at 4:15. And you have a mixture of theory lessons and practical lessons, which will be in the lab. As we said, we'd like to not just learn about the theory, but you'll also learn how to apply that theory using lab techniques as well. So it'll be a mixture within the classroom, learning that theory as well as being in the lab doing those practicals. As a part of those days at college, you will also have a tutorial, so you'll have a personal tutor who you'll contact regularly, have one-to-one meetings with to talk to you about your progress and talk about any concerns you might have, as well as assignment support. So you have someone where you'll be working on computers and you have someone there to help you with any assignments, as well as group seminar where we use that time to help you prepare for your next steps once you leave college. Okay, so these are the units you'll be studying over the 2 years. So year 1, as you can see, you do 6 units in total. And then in the second year, you do more advanced modules and more specialized modules. So in your second year, as you can see, you do things like forensic science, medical physics, and you're doing an investigative project. In your first year, you're basically doing the sort of the foundation units. And basically, you have to complete all those units and pass all those units to get your overall qualification. And at the end of the year, you get an overall grade for your course, as well as the grade for the individual units. Okay, so assessments is going to be quite mixed. So with the BTEC qualification, you do a mixture of exams as well as internal reports and assessments, and you do that throughout the year. So I'll just explain to you the internal and the external. So the external assignments basically um, are exams. So in your first year, you do Unit 1, which is Principles and Application and Scientific Investigation. And in your second year, you do Principles and Application 2 and Contemporary Issues. So basically, you sit your exams in January and you get your results in March, and you have the chance to resit them in June if you want to go for a higher grade. And they account for around 33% of your overall qualification grade. So the exams are mixed between short answer questions as well as more long answer questions. So in your first year, the principles and application and the scientific investigation are based around some short answer questions, as well as you completing a scientific practical under exam conditions. You collaborate the results and then you use those results and notes you've made in your practical to do a write-up in an exam. So the exams are quite mixed, so it's not just going to be short answer questions, it's also going to be exams based on practicals which you have done. Okay, so the first semester, the first term, you'll be focusing on preparing for those exams up until Christmas, and then in January you will sit them. Okay, so the other modules will be the internal assessment. So these range mainly from written reports, coursework, which the tutors will set you during the year, and they will mark them and grade them as well. So you do those reports and assignments as you go throughout the whole year, and then they get marked by the tutors. So the exams get marked externally, just like you would with your GCSEs, and the internal assignments are marked internally. Okay. As well as your assignments, you have to do work placements. So the level threes, they do 5 weeks in the first year and 5 weeks in the second year, and that will be mixed between week blocks and 1 day a week blocks as well. So it's important that you complete all of those, and it is part of the course as well. It's a good opportunity for students to get that link to the industry and to gain those sort of employability skills working with the industry. We've had students go to veterinary centres, they've gone to research labs, they've gone to pharmacies, so it's quite diverse where students go, and we try to encourage students to find their own place as well. But we do have a work experience team who help the students. They will come into lessons and help them and give guidance on where to look, and giving them that support as well. We will confirm the actual dates of when they go on work experience during enrolment in August. So when you come to enrol in August, that's when you'll get your dates. Okay, so the most important part is progression. So most of our students will go to university. We've had this year 97% of students go to university. Last year it was 96. These are some of the places they have gone to and some of the subjects they've studied. So things like biomedical science, zoology, forensic science, vet nursing. So it's quite diverse. And we have Alice, who's our transitional officer, and she will actually come into lessons in the first year, and she'll give that help and guidance on progression and UCAS application process, and will help students through applying for the university process because it can be quite complicated. But not all of our students go to university. We've had increasingly a number of students going to apprenticeships and traineeships. So these are some of the examples. So we've had students go to the Atomic Research Centre. We've had some students go to Microsoft, and they've done a computer science traineeship. This year we got a student going to the RAF to do thermodynamics apprenticeship. So increasingly we're finding students are finding those sort of traineeships and apprenticeships straight into industry as well. And that is the course itself. So things to consider. Think about attendance. Obviously, attendance is important. It is a full-time course, so you will need to attend all those 3 days. There's things like your costs. So you will have to buy textbooks. You will have to pay to get to and from work experience, and there's the cost of transport as well. Think about deadlines and assignments, because certainly with the BTEC qualification, you do need to make sure you meet your deadlines, and theory versus practical as well. So if you're someone who just likes theory or just likes practical, you need to bear in mind it's a mixture of both. And think about where you want to go in the future. So future progression, whether this course will get you there, and will you be happy doing exams? So these are the sort of things you need to consider. But if you've got any questions around any of those, then you can ask the relevant people after this video. So the next step, so if you are interested, please apply online. If you go onto the BCA webpage and fill out the application form, somebody will contact you shortly and arrange an interview. If you've got any questions, though, please use the help and guidance advice which has been given to you today to contact the relevant people, and they will be able to hopefully answer your questions. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope the video has been useful. If you've got any questions, please ask. If not, then please fill an application form online. Thank you very much.